Hezbollah has now escalated its war on Israel by targeting Tel Aviv. Israeli Defense Forces intercepted the missile believed to be headed for Mossad headquarters.
Well, Israel's defense minister says the IDF has now eliminated most of Hezbollah's top leadership. Chris Mitchell reports from Jerusalem.
For the first time in the war, Hezbollah fired a ballistic missile at Tel Aviv, which was intercepted by Israel's David Sling defense system. The attack represents an escalation by the Iranian-backed terror group. Despite being battered by more than 2,000 airstrikes, Hezbollah continues to launch hundreds of missiles into northern Israel.
Today, 300 rockets were fired at Israel. 6 civilians and soldiers were injured, most of them lightly.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu again spoke to the Lebanese people.
I say to the people of Lebanon, our war is not with you. Our war is with Hezbollah. Nasrallah is leading you to the brink of the abyss.
Haggari said Israel eliminated Hezbollah's commander of rockets and missiles, responsible for thousands of attacks.
Fighter jets of the Air Force hit precisely one floor in a building where he was present along with other commanders in Hezbollah's rocket unit.
Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant says Israel has now eliminated nearly all of Hezbollah's top leadership.
The Hezbollah of today is not the Hezbollah of a week ago. The sequence of blows it faced in its command and control, its operatives, its weapons, all these things are extremely severe blows.
The Lebanese foreign minister says the number of evacuees from southern Lebanon is nearly 500,000. At the United Nations, Israel's ambassador put the blame for all this fighting on Iran, which controls terrorist groups like Hezbollah and Hamas.
We will not let Iran's terrorist cronies dictate the future of our nation.
President Biden, speaking at the UN, called for a negotiated peace in the region.
Hezbollah, unprovoked, during the October 7th attack, launching rockets in Israel. Almost a year later, too many on each side of the Israeli-Lebanon border remain displaced. A full-scale war is not in anyone's interest. Even if the situation has escalated, a diplomatic solution is still possible.
Netanyahu is scheduled to speak at the UN this week. It's expected he'll make a robust call for Israel's right to self-defense, eliminating the threat from Hezbollah, and returning more than 60,000 Israelis to their homes. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, I don't see a negotiated peace here, and the reason is the ideology is just too strong. They've been brainwashed into thinking wiping Israel off the map is achievable. And when Yahya Sinwar, the head of Hamas, says we have Israel right where we want them, and he does that from a deep tunnel, it makes you question what in the world are these people thinking. They're not trying to protect civilians. They want to use civilians as shields. They want to launch attack after attack against Israel. And we should all wake up to it and say, well, we're not going to fund you. That would be number one. And then we're going to stand with Israel to make sure this can never happen again. We vowed it after the Holocaust, after World War II, and here it is on our doorstep again, an ideology of hatred that wants to wipe Israel out. In our generation, we need to say, no, not on our watch.
What makes Israel so special? How has Israel overcome history's greatest challenges to not just survive, but thrive? CBN Films answers all of these questions in the new movie, The Genius of Israel. This movie explores Israel's journey through adversity, unity, and innovation. If you want to check out more, go to the link in the description to pre-order the film today.